Hello everyone, welcome to you all in my YouTube channel. So today in this video I'm going to teach you how to create the Bootstrap button group. So welcome to you all in my computer screen. So without any delay, let's start. So first of all, I'm going to in the getbootstrap.com. Then after that I'm clicking in the docs. Okay, then after that I'm including this Bootstrap CSS and JS. So I'm just clicking in the copy to clipboard. After that I'm coming in the Sublime text. Then after that I'm pressing Ctrl plus N and I'm pressing Ctrl plus B. Okay, and I'm saving it by pressing Ctrl plus S. Okay, now I'm just giving it the name, and that is 10 bootstrap button.html. Okay, and I'm changing the heading one text also, bootstrap button group. Okay, so now I'm saving it, and if I right click and if I click in the open in browser, so now you can see here bootstrap button group is displaying here, right? So first of all, if you are using the Bootstrap 5, then in that case Bootstrap 5 allows you to group a series of buttons together. Okay, so how to use the button group, so you can easily create that one. So for that one, just you have to create a div. Okay, so inside div you can create a button. So I'm just creating a button here. Okay, then after that I'm giving a class also. So I'm just giving this one, it's button one. Okay, and I'm just giving the class is btn minus info. Okay, after that I'm creating another button also. Okay, and I'm giving this one button 2, and I'm creating another class and btn minus danger. Okay, after that I'm going to save it. Okay, so now I'm going to save it. Okay, again I'm creating another button also, and I'm giving button 3. Then I'm just creating a class. That class should be btn minus danger, sorry, warning. Okay, so now you can see here I created 3 buttons in one div. Okay, so if I right click and if I click in the open in browser, so now you can say I created 3 buttons. So I can insert those buttons in a button group. Okay, for that one, first you have to come here and you have to give a class in the div. Just you have to use a class. It's called to, and I'm just giving btn minus group. If I use it, so let me check what will happen. So now you can see here, before there was a gap, right? But now there is no gap in this button group. So you can easily use this one, and you can change the button group size also. For that one, just you have to come here and you have to type btn minus group minus lg if you want to make the large type of button group. And now you can see here the button group size is increased. And if you want to use the small buttons, in that case you have to use sm here. And I'm going to save it and reload this one. So now you can see the button group became small, right? So you can create a vertical type of the button group. For that one, just you have to come here and you have to use a class btn minus group minus vertical, and you have to save it by pressing Ctrl plus S. And if I reload this one, so now we can see my button group came in the vertical style, right? So in this way you can easily use this one, and you can use the button group side by side also. If you want to use the button group the side by side, for example, if I use this one, just I'm going to copy this one and I'm pressing Ctrl plus B. So let me check what will happen. Okay, so now we can see here my 2 button group is coming in the side by side. If I remove this one, if I remove this button group vertical, and what will happen, let me check. Okay, so I'm just going to save it. So I'm going to remove this one, this class, and I'm saving it. Now I'm reloading this one. So now we can see I have 2 button group and it is displaying in side by side. Okay, so in this way you can use this one. So hoping that you get few ideas. Okay, and you can create a nested button group also. If you want to create a nested button group and drop down menus, you can easily create that one. Okay, so for that one, just you have to come in your code. After that, you have to use a div here. So for example, I'm using a div. Okay, inside div, okay, you have to create I'm creating a class again. Okay, I'm creating a class, sorry, class, and class is called to btn minus group. Okay, so inside this div, I'm creating another div. Okay, and I'm just giving a class here. Okay, so the class is drop down menu, drop down minus menu. Okay, so inside this div, uh, uh, I'm using a anchor text. I'm using a class again, and the class should be a drop down menu. Okay, so I'm using this one, and I'm copying this one. So I'm using this one here. I'm using menu. Okay, and again I'm using another anchor class, and I'm using a class that is drop down minus menu, and I'm giving a name for this one, menu 2. I'm saving it. Okay, then after that I can sorry, I should to use here item. Okay, okay, so I'm again using this one, it's item. Okay, so let me check what will happen. So if I reload this one, so now you can see here here is nothing displaying, right? So for that one, I have to use here class. The class is drop down minus toggle. Okay, drop down minus toggle. Then after that, I have to use another attribute, that is data minus bs minus toggle, and I have to use a class drop down. Okay, I'm saving it. So if I load this one, let me see what will happen. Okay, so now you can say here is the drop down menu available. If I click here, 2 menu is displaying here. So in this way, you can use the button group in the Bootstrap 5. Hoping that you get few ideas. So I'll come back with another new video. Until that, goodbye, see you again.